So, guys, how are you? I know it's been a little bit since I've done an update, but let me tell you, a lot of things going on. Since 4 weeks ago, I ran cancer markers, and cancer markers were still doing well. I run my cancer markers about every 4 weeks, guys, through blood, just to make sure that I'm still on target, and that is being run through my hormone specialist, not oncology. They are now seeing me every 3 months as opposed to every 4 weeks that they used to have me on because I'm now doing good and on protocol, which is amazing, guys. I mean, in their eyes, like I said, not that I fight 1 round, but 2 rounds, and I'm doing better today. I'm doing better today than I have been in a very long time, and I've been a year out away from chemo, which I was told I would never, ever be off chemo. Remember, mine was, and I say that because I will not claim it, breast, lungs, and bone cancer, guys. And I have completely learned to build the immune system and fight back. Yes, I did traditional medicine, and there was many reasons on what happened in that scenario. And if you guys have followed me, you'll see why. Guys, I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things because I have mentioned the foundation. And, you know, I believe in all my heart, guys, going through this journey, that my life serves a purpose. And you know what? I know it's to help people who want to help themselves. Not everybody wants to know or research other alternatives, and that's okay. The only reason why I speak as much as I do, guys, is because as an adult, I just feel like everybody should have the right to know at least their options. At least their options to know where to go, where to start, you know? Um, there's just so much when it comes to cancer and the diagnosis and what somebody goes through in the mind when they first find out. And it is a hard topic. It's hard to know, what do I do? Do I believe the doctors? Do I take my life into my own hands? You know what, guys? I say pray. Pray about what it is that is going to give you that tranquility, to give you the answers. Meditate about it. Don't just rush into things or feel like you're being rushed without, actually sitting back and saying, this is what I want to do. Because a lot of people, a lot of times, are being rushed into things. I know I did at the beginning without knowing any of my resources. I've compromised my body quite a bit. And I wish that I would have known a lot of the things that I know now back then. You know that when we change, it is a scary thing. And a lot of people don't want change. They're comfortable living in their comfort zone. And you know what? Are you going to grow from being comfortable? Or are you just at a standstill? How do you expect to grow if you don't ever change? Change is necessary, guys. In order for you to grow and evolve as a person, you need to change and be acceptable to so many things that are out there. You know, it's not easy. A lot of people, they're like, you like living in your element and not changing because it's routine, and you think that's living day to day. No, living is expanding yourself. Living is seeing beyond, and what else can you do? I believe with all my heart now, knowing what I've been through. Cancer, when they told me, death, because they said it over and over again, death. At the beginning, I was terrified. I was terrified and not knowing, oh my God, well, my life ended right now. All the things I woulda, coulda, shoulda, you know, I would have done things different. 4 years later, when I look back of who that girl was and how she thought of things, I see myself now and I say, boy, was I wrong. Because in everything I went through changed every part of my life. And in changing that life, I've evolved. And I've seen so much that nothing held me back. I still have full control. I may not be the same girl I was before, but I still have full control over my life. And I still have dreams and manifestations of what's still to come. Different body, different mind frame, but still a dynamic, strong minded woman. And you can be that too. Don't ever sell yourself short, guys. I think it's more our mental state that holds us back. The fear of not knowing, the fear of, do I belong there? How are you gonna know if you don't, step into the next thing of where you can even grow even that much more? Let me tell you guys something. You're gonna go through seasons in your life. Seasons in your life where friends may not be your friends anymore. People that you hang around with may not be your cool crowd that used to be anymore. Do you know why? Because you've changed. When you change, you go to a different level. And everyone else is still living the same lifestyle, in the same, I want to say, in the same element. And when you detach from that and you start to grow within yourself and see things so much different, and there's other people out there who understand that concept, then you don't hold yourself back anymore, because you realize that your true calling was something beyond just material things here on earth. You know, I don't fear dying, guys. I don't anymore. You know what I fear? I fear not living a life that had my full potential of what I would have wanted it to be. Or I know what talents, what, God gave me, what gifts and blessings. And for me not to utilize them is simply unacceptable. We all have a calling and we all have a purpose. And you know what? I fear more not having done my purpose than to die and never to have known. So don't you do that. Start growing. Start seeing things a different way. Start living life to the fullest. A clean lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle. And that means your whole change of environment, from your mind to your eating habits to maybe even your friends. Maybe, the way of living. If you're in anxiety and depression and, chasing yourself. I know when I had my salons, guys, I mean, geez, I think of what I put my body through and how fast paced I was living and, what I was chasing, and I was killing myself. And then I've had to step back, and 4 years of just fighting for life. And then you start to realize all the beautiful things around you and nature and what really means, you know, the true meanings of life, the moments, the memories that nobody can buy. And we're not even taking the time to look at the small things because we're so busy chasing and chasing and chasing. No, guys, we need to stop. We need to analyze our lives. And we need to, figure out what your purpose is and what are your talents. And don't hold yourselves back. I don't fear death. I fear not completing my purpose when I know I've been given talents and I can utilize them here with people who I can help, people who have needs, and we can help each other. Let me say, I always leave things with the verse, and this is a very powerful verse. Deuteronomy 28, 1-2. Now it shall come to pass, if you diligently obey the voice of the Lord, your God will set you high above all the nations of the earth, and all the blessings can overtake you shall come upon you and overtake you, because obeying the voice of the Lord your God is what you need to do. When you obey his voice, all the blessings of the earth will just come into play, and it'll come into pieces like a puzzle, guys. Instead of chasing the pieces, don't. Everything is already in the making, but are you living your life to the full potential of your life? Are you? I don't want to live a life without purpose. And I fear more leaving this life without leaving something behind. Showing others that being kind, being generous, being loving, and to have morals towards one another, to help the sick. Life is funny. But you know what? I love my life. And God gave me an amazing gift. And you know what, guys? We all have one. You just need to find out what your gift is. Meanwhile, I'm going to be working on this foundation for the people because I believe. And I need you guys to believe with me, because it is for the people. And everything else that I'm about to do, you know what, guys? There's reasons why I do things. And you know what? I'm gonna obey a higher voice, because it's his voice I hear. And it's his voice that I fear, not what people may talk behind my back or say behind my back or assume or judge, because they don't know. When you start to get closer to God, you'll understand. Meanwhile, I got a mission. And you know what? It is for the people. So continue to follow me, guys. I'm going to continue following or doing the foundation as I said it. I am creating a step-by-step program for the people. I'm going to continue helping in every which way that I can. Because you know what? Life is amazing. And you should be wanting to live every day to the fullest. and be excited, because every day is another day to be grateful, another day to create that memory, another day to live it to the fullest. Anyways, I know I talk, but you know what? I hope it helps you, because you know what? My warriors need to know that, you know what? You don't stop. You don't give up. You don't, not believe. Keep your faith. Keep going. And every day, meditate your mind and believe that you can kill the cancer. Your mind can kill the cancer. If you find out your resources and you know what to do, from eating to change of environment, less stress, you know, everything across the board has to change. You can heal too. You just gotta believe. Until next time, guys. God bless you all. Stay believing.
Congratulations.